Hey everyone, my name is Rohan Raj. For those who don't know what this channel is all about, so basically this channel is all about tech and coding and stuff. On this channel, basically what we do is that we kind of create different kind of tutorials, and we kind of uh, tell you how to make different Android stuff. And for now I'm just focusing on Android, but in future if channel grows and if some and things go well, I'll definitely take different different people from different domains like web development and Android development and AI ML and things like that. So it's just about how the things goes, and till when the channel grows. So the only thing that I want from you guys to share the videos that I put on this channel, and like the video, comment on the comment section how you like how this video was and everything. So with that said, let's uh, let's start the agenda of today's video. So in this video, basically what I'm going to talk about is that how you can implement the bottom navigation bar in your application, right? So like it kind of needs some procedure and things. So this is the exact thing that I'm gonna tell you all about. So first of all, you have to start this new project, and then you have to start this empty views activity. We take this empty view activity because we want some control over everything. And if you select any of the other activities in from that options, you'll see that a lot of things are already implemented. But we want, because we are beginner, we want everything to build from scratch. I'll name it like bottom navigation bar, and select Kotlin as a language. And for now, I'll not go into the minimum SDK and everything. For this, I would say this one as a recommended, and finish now. We'll wait till our Gradle build finished, and I'll see you afterwards. So as you can see here that my Gradle build has finished, and now we are going to design our activity first. We'll design our activity, we'll put in a bottom navigation bar, then we will define some menus inside that bottom navigation bar, and then we will write our Kotlin code to say to the compile that when tapping on this home button, you have to show the home fragment, and similarly different fragments as well. So let's start with our bottom navigation bar and everything. I'll give your bottom navigation bar, and this is how it looks like, and match parents and wrap content. यहाँ पे you only have to keep wrap content in the height section, because if you put some height, then it would be not compatible to other screen sizes. But if you put the height of the bottom navigation bar as wrap content, it will balance its size according to the other screen sizes as well. Okay, now what I will do is that I'll define the menu, right? The first thing here is to define a menus, that what you're gonna put inside your bottom navigation bar. So for that, I'm going to make a new directory over here, and keep the name of this directory as menu, right? This one we have to keep, and then we will be making a new menu XML file, right? We'll be making a new menu resource file, and we'll name it as navigation underscore bar underscore menu. And inside over here, I'll be defining some things, and for that let me just this one, and then ID we are gonna say home, and then we are going to say what icon to be something, and then we are gonna say name, title, it's title, right? So it's home. Now I'll be making three different icons, one for our home, one for our profile, and one for the search button, right? So for that we are going to make a new vector asset, and we'll be downloading it from here only. We're going to say home, and we'll be choosing this one, and I'm gonna name it underscore home. And yeah, we are going to make two more vector assets, right? One for search like this, and we're going to name it IC underscore search, and one more for our profile, right? Check boy, or maybe account box, right? Just keep it, and we'll be naming it like IC underscore profile. Okay, so I'm going to give the source to the icon as IC underscore home, and you must be seeing over here that there is new menu over here, right? There is a new menu whose title is home, and when we see over here like in activity underscore main, and when we give the menu as you know this one, so it will get over here. First of all, we have to align it to the bottom. Sorry, we have to convert this one into the relative layout for first, right? And then we are going to make this at bottom, and true. So this will be aligned to the bottom part of the whole screen. And one more thing, one more tip for you guys and for new Android developers, that when you kind of create UI of your application, you might have faced or maybe gonna face in future this problem, that when you create kind of suppose you have shown image over here in the background, right? Then when you switch your app from one UI to another's, from one screen to another screen, that image might come over here, right? Now let me tell you why this happened. This happened because whenever you kind of create things and create views components according to your screen size and everything, then it does not get compatible to other screen sizes. What you have to do is that you have to do it for all the screen sizes, and you have to give margin and everything, height, width, and everything in such a way that you are not specifying a particular value to it. The time when you specified a particular value to any view component is something when it will take that size only. But when you say suppose this width to be match parent, right? What it says, it says that you have to take the width of the screen size like from here to here. Now when it this app will switch to another screen, it will take that size, right? So you have to use a generalized statement over here that you have to take that much width or that much height. When I'll say this 100, this to be 100, now it will take just 100, and when screen size will like increase from here to here, then it will be more small, right? So that is why we only take like those statements that are more generalized, you know. So yeah, this was the quick tip for you guys who have come to Android development like previously and not very much experienced in it. Now let's create another view menu items. So I'll just copy it and paste it. Right here, I'm gonna say search, and then here I'm gonna say profile, and name to be here as search, sorry, and here to be profile, and also source we're gonna change here as IC underscore search, and here I'm gonna say IC underscore profile, right? Now when I'll see here, it'll be changed. Let me show you. See, here we have three different. What's the problem? Why everything is same here? I think it's Android glitch. Here you can see that in the home section you have a home vector image, in the search section you have a search vector image, and in the profile section you have a profile vector image. I think it's Android glitch somewhere. It will be okay when you run your app on the physical device or AVD. Now we have set up our basic UI for it. Now I have to do what? I have to change this part of the screen, change this part of the screen, this part of the screen when we tap on different buttons. Like suppose we tap on home page, then we are on home page. When we tap on search button, we are on search activity. Then when we are tapping on like profile, we are on profile. So it's kind of, we want to make that, right? For that we want to make a frame layout, right? And we want to say this and match parent, right? And I'm gonna say above ID, and we are going to make a ID for our bottom navigation bar, and nav suppose bar, sorry, suppose bar, right? Now I'm gonna keep it over here, bottom nav bar, right? Now it came over here again. Here if you can see here that I made a generalized statement, right? Now I said that you have to take the width of parent. If the parent's width will change, it will take that width. But if I suppose that I take that I say that you have to take 400 of dp's width, right? Or maybe 420. So it's kind of same width, but for that screen that we are using over here, right? If we will change the screen size, it will not be able to take that screen size. So we have to use a generalized statement over here, right? To make our app compatible, you know. So this would be the tip for you guys that you can implement while making your applications UI. And this is very important tip, right? When I started my project for the first time, I was struggling with this as well. But then I watched a lot of videos and read a lot of articles. Then I understood that yeah, you have to use generalized statement and everything. So this was something. Now why I let me see what happened over here. Why you might be saying that why I used frame layout, right? So basically what I'm gonna say that do we don't have to change this, we don't have to change all of the screen size. We don't have to change this. What we have to change is this size, this frame layout, right? We have to change this. When I'm tapping on home, it will be replaced by the home fragment, right? We are going to make a home fragment here as well. We're going to make different fragments. Now what is fragment? If you don't know, fragment is basically the portion of that screen which are reusable, which we are using again and again and again, or might we might not show it on a single mobile on a single mobile screen, because screen size is so small. Now suppose we have to show like a activity, a fragment for home and search and profile together, right? On one single screen, it would not then mobile screen will not be compatible for that. Maybe a tablet screen can be, but for mobile screen it would not be the case that you can show every fragments of the screen in one screen, one single screen of mobile. So for that we use kind of fragment concept, like that if we tap on this home the home page will be there, the home fragment will be there. If we search, if we tap on the search will be there. If we tap on the profiles fragment will be there. So it's kind of frame layout that is changing, right? This is frame layout that is changing. We are not changing bottom navigation bar, we are not changing anything over there, right? So we will quickly just give a id to it, and id can be set as container, right? So once you are done with like activity underscore main.xml, now you have to add this dependency over here, right? In the gradle, in the build.gradle.kts, right? You have to add this dependency in here. What this dependency says, that it says that you are using fragments, right? And you are defining the right now current version of fragment, and yeah, that's it. You have to add this dependency in your build.gradle.kts for app, right? And you have to sync it. Once you're done with the sync, we'll be writing our main activity.kotlin ka code, right? We are almost done with the basic setup, and we don't have to add extra things over here in the activity underscore main.xml. Now we are going to work with our main activity.kotlin, right? So let's start working with that. Now let's quickly make three different fragments, right? So how to make fragments? You have to go into like your com.example, and then you have to click right click on it. You have to go to the new, then you have to come to this fragment part, and you have to select this blank fragment, and you have to name it like home fragment. Cool. Again, you're gonna make a search fragment, name it like search fragment, and then you have to make another fragment for our profile fragment, right? So these were like three different fragments that we are gonna work with, and we'll be designing it one by one. So let's kind of design it first. We can just say here, we can say here what, we can say that it's a home fragment, and we can give some text size to 30 sp to make it visible, right? To make it visible, we gave it a size of 30 sp. Similarly, we are gonna do with our search fragment as well. Here I'm gonna say that just do this as search fragment, and just give it a size of uh, 30 sp as well, right? Just to see whether we are switching on different fragments or not, we are doing that, right? Here as well, I'm just gonna change this to our profile fragment, and we are going to make what, we are going to give a text size as our 30 sp, right? So we made kind of different fragments, and now we made kind of different fragments, and now let's work with our this kotlin file. So first of all, we are going to make a, we are going to do this, that we are going to find a yeah, this one, and then we are going to do something like this, right? Then we are going to make something like this search fragment, and here I'm going to say search fragment. What is the problem? Let me say, acha, its name is fragment, no worries, search fragment, and then we're going to say profile profile fragment, right? We are done with like defining our variables. What we are doing here, what we are just defining our different variables, right? Now we'll work with our on create and thing. On create says what, that when activity is being created, right, there is a life cycle of activity. If you want me to uh, teach you that as well, then you can like say me in the comment section and comment it on the comment box. uh, so basically what we're going to do here is that we're going to say that you know do what, just do that here basically I want to do, I want to write a logic that when we click on this home button, we have to change that frame layout with our fragment, home fragment. When we tap on search button, change that layout with our search fragment. When we tap on this profile, change that layout with our profile fragment, right? So for that we're gonna write over here a logic. Home fragment is equals to home fragment, right? Then search fragment is equals to search fragment or something. Let me see what is there. Name is totally like destroyed or something. Let me do the same thing for our profile fragment as well. So what are we doing here is that we are calling our fragments right here, and we are assigning a variable to it, which is a home fragment and search fragment and profile fragment. And now we are going to make our bottom navigation view, and we're going to say find view by id. And here I'm going to say bottom navigation view and r dot id dot bottom navigation bar, right? And we are then going to say that set on item selected listener. And we are going to we are going to say what, will be using a when condition over here, when condition over here, and we'll be saying that do this when click on this, do this when click on this, and do this when click on this, right? We are saying what here, right? We are saying what, we are saying that switch the fragments according to their IDs, and that's what we are defining over here. Now we'll just define different IDs, and according to that ID we'll be switching the different, we'll be switching different fragments. Now we are going to make a load fragment method here, and we'll passing our home fragment, not actually home fragment but home fragment, small home fragment that we assigned over here somewhere, right? And then I want to say that value is true, right? And I'll make 3 different more. And here our ID for search button is this, right? And for profile button it's profile menu section, it's this. And now let's make this function, right? Load function, and here I'm gonna say fragment, and here I'm gonna say fragment, right? Now here I'm gonna do some of the shit that you might not understand, but trust me, I'll explain every single thing over here, right? I'm gonna say if fragment is not null, right? just equals to support fragment manager dot begin transaction, right? What is happening over here? Let me first write all the code of this load fragment, and then I'll explain what is happening over here, right? Transact transaction dot replace, we're gonna say what, com dot google dot android dot material dot r dot id dot container, and then what we have to change this with our fragment, and we are going to say transaction dot commit. So this is my code of load fragment. What is happening, what this load fragment function is doing, basically it is taking our fragment as parameters, right, as an arguments, I would say, and it is checking, right here. What is happening is that it is checking whether our fragment is null or not. If it is not null, right, if it is not null, what are we doing? We are using the support fragment manager, right, and we are using its method, that is begin transaction, and assigning this transaction variable to it, right? And we are saying ki this container, right, this is what is this container is the id of our frame layout. Okay, this container is id of our frame layout, right? This container is id of our frame layout. That is what happening over here as well, right? We are saying that transaction, ठीक है, मतलब that fragment which we are using, we are using over here, we are using different fragments here, like home fragment, search fragment, and profile fragment. It is saying, this line is saying that basically you have to change that fragment, you have to keep that fragment in the place of our container, right, in the place of our container. And this transaction.commit is basically saying that commit this change, right, commit the change. Now we are calling the same function here again and again, and here is an error which says that there should be a else condition, right? So basically we have to just remove this with our else condition, and now the error is gone. And one more thing I would be doing here, that I would load the initial fragment as home fragment. Cool, the initial fragment as home fragment. Sorry, here I would load a initial fragment as home fragment. So first of all, when you open your home activity, main activity, your home fragment will be there, right? And then as you change the things, change the different fragments, it will appear on your frame layout. So this was our code, right? We are using a when statement here, that when tapped on this id, this id button, it should appear that it should load this fragment. This is our argument that is passing to the load fragment function. Load fragment is taking this argument and checking whether this fragment is null or not. If it is not null, means this contains some of the different view components and everything. If it's not null, you have to do what? You have to begin transaction. You have to change this fragment. Means suppose for home fragment, you have to change home fragment with our container ka container means frame layout. We have to change that frame layout with our home fragment, right? Fragment is what? Home fragment, and you have to commit the change. This is how you can make your bottom navigation bar. I showed you everything. When you'll run your app, you'll see the changes, right? You'll see the changes, and since the code is good and nothing is wrong over here, and everything, I think everything is correct. And if there is something wrong that I did in this code, you can pin that point in the comment section, and I would be very open to that feedback, right? So yeah, this was it. Basically right now I'm running a series in which I'm showing you how you can build different Android components, right? Different apps components and everything, what fragment is and everything. And I'm teaching you every single stuff by building something, so that you do not get stuck in the tutorial hell, right? There is a concept called tutorial hell, and I don't want you guys to waste a lot of time just watching tutorials. I want you to give some hands-on experience with the coding and stuff and Android development as well. So for now I'm running this series in which I'll be showing you how to make different Android components, how to make like login. I already showed you how to make login authentication system. I'll be getting into the backend as well after some time, like how to use networking, how to call APIs and everything, how to make database, how to include database into your app and everything, how to make a basic tic-tac-toe app as your first project and everything. So there are a lot of things that I'm gonna teach you and I'm gonna share with you over this platform only. So if you want those kind of content, and if you want to if you want me to make different content on like tech and Android development and web development, so you can share this video as well and share the videos as well. Go watch every video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with like different tech geeks who want to get into tech but is not getting, because he think or might she think that it's kind of difficult to get into the tech. Go tell them that it's not difficult. It's totally your perception which is wrong. And yeah, let's grow together and learn together, grow more, learn more. Till that time, see you. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Till then, grow more, learn more.